What is up, Colorado? Welcome back to another episode of Nuggets and Brews, where we where we talk Denver Nuggets, and we get to drink Colorado craft beer. It's too early for me to be drinking a craft beer this morning, but I do have a different type of brew. I do have some coffee brew here, specifically Boyer's Coffee, a local coffee roasters here in town. They make fantastic coffee. It's always great to drink it in the morning. Man, I wanted to do a podcast last night, and I wanted to film, but I did have to do a couple of a little bit of work for Guerrilla Sports. Make sure to check out Guerrilla Sports for all your local teams here in the Colorado area. We're talking Avalanche, Nuggets, Broncos, and maybe some Rockies at some point. Who knows? We'll get them when we get there. Anyways, the Denver Nuggets what a comeback by the Denver Nuggets against the Lakers last night in Game 2, where Jamal Murray, it's going to be the talk. I mean, Jamal Murray hitting that buzzer beater over Anthony Davis. I mean, it is going to be obviously the talk of the next couple days. He's going to get his flowers, but the team effort of the Nuggets, of them not giving up, being down 20. They were down 20 in the third quarter. I think it was like 68-48 with like 9 minutes to go or something like that. And it was not looking good for the Nuggets. And today we are here the next morning. We're still in awe. I think everyone is still like, what just happened yesterday? What an incredible sequence of events that led up to that game winner by Jamal. But we have to talk about the entire game, even though we'll get to that. But I also want to make this podcast as quickly as possible. But man, what a game! We're still trying to process everything. I was able to kind of rewatch a little bit of the last 5 minutes, but I am going to go back and rewatch it and maybe break down a little bit of what happened in that second quarter, where the Nuggets just had an abysmal second quarter to end the half, and we were, I believe it was like a 15-point lead going into the half. But that first quarter, Nuggets and Lakers came out super hot. D'Angelo Russell hitting some huge threes back to back. I mean, he was on fire. Anthony Davis was just steadily hitting his jumpers, and there was not much Jokic can do. He was allowing Anthony Davis to get those shots, because that is Anthony Davis' little bit of a weakness, is taking jumpers and forcing him to take jumpers. He's not the most consistent, but yesterday he was absolutely consistent. He was hitting those, and Jokic couldn't do too much. He was trying to stay out of foul trouble, and since he was Anthony Davis' primary defender to start the game, Jokic wasn't. He was getting cooked. He really was, and a lot of that had to do with Jokic forcing Anthony Davis into those jumpers, into those like turnaround fadeaways, hook shots. So there wasn't a whole lot of like dunks and like easy putbacks or easy layups closer to the rim for Anthony Davis. That was credit to Jokic, trying to keep him outside. But Anthony Davis is hitting everything, and so is D'Angelo Russell. And so there was like that sense of like, oh, great, the Lakers came to play. And the Nuggets do get down a little bit. They get down about 10 points quickly, early in the first. But the Nuggets do storm back immediately to end the first quarter, and so they cut the lead significantly. But again, in that second quarter, it was just not where the Nuggets were. They just had a terrible second quarter, where again the Lakers continued their hot streak of shooting, and they were taking it to the Nuggets. They were taking it to the bucket. They were getting open threes. Heck, even you had a Taurean Prince kind of in there, getting some easy buckets as well. But yeah, LeBron James as well. He wasn't having the greatest first half, but he was definitely being effective. He had a block on Murray. He had 2 blocks on Murray. He was just being very disruptive, like as he always is. And credit to the Lakers, they were blitzing Jamal Murray, all through the game, and especially in that second quarter, they really wanted to get Jamal out of rhythm, and they really did. He was really struggling. He finished with 9 of 24, and just like he did last game. But it was a totally different story that second half. The Lakers continued to be aggressive, and they came out of that second half. The Nuggets came out a little lazy, and the Lakers continued their hot streak, and they immediately ballooned that 15, 14-point lead into 20, and the Nuggets had to immediately take a timeout and regroup once again. Those orange slices didn't really quite help to start the third, so the Nuggets immediately go down 20 points, and from then on, the Nuggets had to really chip away. They really had to chip away, and Jokic had to play a lot of extra minutes this time around, especially because the bench wasn't producing a lot. They were being very effective. They were being disruptive on the defensive end. Christian Brown had some solid minutes where he was getting a couple putbacks. He was getting some solid contributions. I think he finished with 10 points. But you couldn't bring in the bench for an extended period of time in that third quarter. So Jokic only had about a couple minutes to sit. And in that third quarter, it was kind of when things kind of started to turn a little bit, and the Lakers started tying up, especially after the Nuggets cut it to 15. And, it was that sense of like, well, if we could just get it down to 10 heading into the fourth, I think there might be an opportunity to, either take it to overtime or maybe win it. We've, to say that this 20-point comeback was improbable is not fair, because we've seen the Nuggets do this often. We've seen them do this to many teams where they come back and they win it or they get close to it. They had a couple of losses this year where they came back down, 19, 18 points. Excuse me. And they just couldn't seal the deal. But we've seen this Nuggets team come back, and so there was a little bit of a sense of not necessarily panic, but I'm like, oh my God, let's just chip away, let's just do what we always do, and execute and make sure that we're getting solid buckets, and we're just setting ourselves up on defense by making our scores on the other end. And so you cut that lead to 10 points to enter in the fourth quarter, and then for whatever reason, to end the third, the Lakers were just uncharacteristically went away from kind of like their offensive game plan to either extend the lead or keep that 20-point lead. They started, the Spencer Dinwiddie had a weird three, Austin, just there was just a couple Lakers who just they had possessions where it was a little bit of a head scratcher. Great for us, absolutely. But, if you're a Laker fan, you kind of wish that they executed a little bit better towards the end of the third, because, man, it would have been a lot different going into the third down 15, down 16, as opposed to down 10. So Lakers kind of blew it. They didn't necessarily blow it, but they definitely allowed the Nuggets to kind of flip their switch a little bit and kind of increase that intensity, because they knew down 10 it was definitely doable. So you go into the fourth, and the Lakers really tighten up. They start being a little more hesitant, and finally Anthony Davis starts missing those jumpers that he was absolutely money on in those first three quarters, and also D'Angelo Russell wasn't as effective. He did have some solid buckets down there at the end, towards the end of the fourth quarter, where he put up the Lakers up 2, and he also had a huge three as well. But the Lakers just, I don't know. I have to come back and watch the game again, the full fourth quarter. But my first impression was like the Lakers just kind of choked it. I mean, it's hard to say that they choked, but they stopped executing their game plan, and the Nuggets just started kind of going downhill at them. We were, in that first half, we took so many threes, and I kept saying to myself, why aren't we not going to the bucket? Why aren't we not attacking them off the dribble? I understand LeBron got a couple of blocks here and there, and Anthony Davis is a great shot blocker as well, but like it's not like we haven't had success against them, driving against them. So it was a little bit frustrating, but to end that fourth, in the last 5 minutes, the Nuggets were just it seems like they were just scoring every time they got the ball, and they were finally one. The Nuggets were finally playing excellent defense, and their intensity level was phenomenal. Credit to KCP who was guarding LeBron James down there at the end, and he was doing a phenomenal job of like at least trying to contain him, because he was obviously KCP's a much smaller uh, defender than LeBron James, but he was just crazy hectic. He got an offensive foul call on Anthony Davis, which was I believe that was his fifth. There was an illegal screen, so KCP was incredibly effective given the fact they only had 6 points. He had a monster dunk. He put Torian Prince on a poster, and that just kind of woke up the Nuggets. But again, going back to the last 5 minutes, the Lakers just kind of stopped executing on the offensive end up until the last 2 minutes, where you had D'Lo had hit some huge buckets, and then LeBron James also as well had some great drives to the basket. But that last sequence of that last minute where it was tied, the game was tied. I believe it was 93-93. Jamal Murray has the ball. He was trying to get it to Jokic, and LeBron James reads it perfectly. He gets a deflection. He goes on the other end and gets a huge dunk. And then immediately the ball gets inbounded. Jokic is trying to go up the floor. He tries to draw a foul, which was like a little bit of a boneheaded mistake by Jokic. Granted, Gordon saves the ball from going out of bounds. Tiptoeing the out of bounds line, barely gets the ball, gets it to Michael Porter, hits a huge three, ties it at 95. And then from then on, it was like, it was the Nuggets. It was the Nuggets game to lose. But also, let's give a little a little bit of a moral victory to the Lakers, because LeBron James had a wide open three where it could have also been called an offensive foul. Maybe it was a little bit of a flop by KCP, where he kind of falls down. LeBron James has a wide open three. I mean, I don't care how much time was on the clock. You take that shot. Your best player. Lakers fans have always said it. We want LeBron James to have the ball at the end of the at the end of the game. He's your best player. Absolutely. If you take that shot, I don't care how many seconds are left. You take that shot, you go up three. If you make it, and now you force the Nuggets with about 15 seconds left to have to tie it. Instead, he misses it. Jamal Murray gets, he immediately, he gets that rebound. They give it to him. And so you have about 15 seconds left on the game. And Murray, like he always does, he's so calm in clutch situations. He's probing. He's going up the left side. Then he starts cutting over to the right, where Jokic was setting a screen, and then he gets that AD switch. He does a little shimmy jab, step back, crazy fadeaway over AD, hits just beautiful, boop, swish splash. The crowd goes wild. I woke up my girlfriend. I woke up my dog. I probably woke up my neighbors, because I was just. I even have a reaction video on my YouTube channel, Instagram, and TikTok if you guys want to check it out. But what a phenomenal finish. And again, the Nuggets get the win 101 to 99. And Jokic with another triple-double, another masterful class game. I mean, look at the stats. 27, 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Porter with another incredible contribution, 22 points, 9 rebounds. He did have 1 assist, but Jamal hitting that 20, getting his 20th points on that last second shot. I mean, that is just the Jamal we all love and come to appreciate so much, because we as Nuggets fans, we expect Jamal to take those shots, and we also expect him to make those, as well as Jokic, but what a phenomenal win by the Nuggets last night. And I had a great time scrolling through TikTok, just seeing Laker fans absolutely lose their shit. And my reaction to that is the reason I'm so happy about seeing them just lose it and just cursing, I mean, throwing crap in their room. Now, Laker fans, now y'all know how the Nuggets have felt for decades against y'all. I saw so many videos of people saying, I hate the Nuggets now. I hate them with a passion. Well, we Nuggets fans just want to say we know how you feel because y'all made us feel that way for decades. This is only 3-4 years removed after the bubble, and y'all are acting this way. Imagine how us Nuggets fans feel after y'all swept us like in the AI Nuggets era. Y'all, got us in that Western Conference Finals in 2009. I mean, other sweeps in the English era. Yeah, English era, I believe. I can't remember. My Nuggets memory doesn't go that far back. But listen, the Lakers have always had the Nuggets number up until now. And if y'all hate us, then imagine how us Nuggets fans have felt for decades. So you're welcome. I hope you are enjoying this level of misery because now we're on the mountaintop and now y'all don't know how to act. And I'm so happy for y'all that y'all finally receiving what y'all deserved from us because y'all made us suffer for decades, and I hope this goes on for a long, long time because we had been so sick and tired of y'all always talking down to Nuggets fans, always talking down to the team in general, and we're so happy to be here on a Monday, up 2-0 in this series, 10 straight against the Los Angeles Lakers. Then again, the Nuggets get a huge win behind Jamal Murray's game winner over Anthony Davis. It's gonna be a classic all-timer in franchise history, and it sucks I couldn't be there. I sold the tickets to my buddy who I was like, I'm trying to sell some, I'm trying to make some money. I sold the tickets to my coworker, and I don't necessarily regret it, but I was like, dang it, I can't believe I missed it. But I just wanted to make some money for the next round because the further you go into into every round, obviously the tickets get more expensive. So I just wanted to make some money, but I am a little sad that I did miss it, but I didn't miss a single minute watching it here at home. So man, what a day. Let's see. Okay. Well, I do have to cut this podcast short. I do want to make another podcast later in the week before the Game 3, and so watch out for that, everybody. But just super happy. I have to head to work right now, and I'm a little late, but I was like, I need to record this because I didn't get to record it last night. I am your host, Misa. You're watching Nuggets and Brews. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. For all my new recent subscribers, thank you so much. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter and X. Again, my name is Misa. Thanks so much for watching Nuggets and Brews. Let's go, Nuggets. Adios, amigos. Let's go, Nuggets. Oh, my God. What an